had some comments that, and I'm paraphrasing, some comments that said, basically, he's better than Troy Aikman, or he had a better career than Troy Aikman. And
I'll rephrase that for you.
Okay.
Donovan McNabb stated that his numbers are better than Troy Aikman's numbers, which is a fact, by the way. I did the research and I have.
Oh yeah, I mean,
and I've had both these guys' numbers up right now. So.
Yeah. I didn't doubt for a second that he had better stats than Troy Aikman.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, and do you know the source of this argument? Or why he felt the need to say
I don't know if he was on a radio show or because you know it's funny. McNabb.
I always wonder how they get into these types of conversations.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's funny how McNabb resurfaced because if you remember, McNabb was on ESPN doing a radio show. And then when the sexual assault allegations came about, ESPN let him go, and you never heard from him again.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, there were a bunch of guys that were working on NFL Network and ESPN that you just never heard from again.
Yeah.
And he was one of them. So now McNabb resurfaces again, and look, he stated a fact. His numbers are better than Aikman's. There's no argument there.
Yeah.
It appears to me that McNabb is campaigning himself for the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
You think that's what he's doing?
I said it appears that way. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case, but it certainly has the look of that.
I would love to know why, who, or how that conversation started. Because clearly you have better numbers. Did somebody's in your? I just wonder if somebody said, hey, bruh, while he was sitting there saying how good he was, and somebody was like, well, you ain't better than Troy Aikman, or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Like, why is Troy Aikman
why was Troy Aikman the guy mentioned?
Why is he, like, the comparable?
It seemed, it seemed without doing full research in the story, it seemed, like, bitter. The statement seemed bitter reading them, like he was like, well, I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Troy Aikman, I do what I do.
Right. I don't know why Troy Aikman became the
do we got something against Troy Aikman?
The example. Yeah, I don't know. And look, Troy Aikman, does broadcasting, so I'm sure he does interviews every now and then, and maybe he said something that triggered McNabb.
Let's just get to the shits.
So,
who's better, Donovan McNabb or Troy Aikman?
Who's better?
Who's better? Who's a better quarterback? Not numbers. We know whose numbers are better. Who's a better quarterback?
Better quarterback? Man, Donovan.
Yeah, I don't think.
Donovan. Yeah.
Let's be clear. Yeah, let's be clear.
Yeah, Donovan. I mean, not just the numbers, but when you watch him play, yeah, he's better.
Yeah,
he's just better running. And look, I
think he's a better thrower.
And Aikman did run a little bit, but no, Aikman, had Hall of Fame talent all around him.
Yeah,
and that's not to discredit what Troy Aikman did, but Troy Aikman's teams had Hall of Famers all over the place on those Cowboy teams. When you look at McNabb's Eagles teams, there was Brian Dawkins, Hall of Famer, and really, that's really about it.
I mean, Brian Westbrook.
Westbrook was a Pro Bowler.
Brian Westbrook.
I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer, but yeah, he was a Pro Bowler.
I think Brian Westbrook's a Hall of Famer.
And you think Brian Westbrook's a Hall of Famer?
I do.
Okay.
Down the line, but yeah, I think he's I do. I think he's a Hall of Famer.
I mean, and those Eagles defenses were legit.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that defense gets overlooked
for the majority of Donovan McNabb's career. We're talking about people like Freddie Mitchell,
Hank Baskett.
Like, and you seen what he did that one year. He got a receiver. Like,
yep. Yeah, the number. Yeah, listen, the numbers. I mean, not just his style of play, and when you watch him, but his numbers went up when T.O. got there. 31 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. That's a 4-to-1 ratio. That's his best ratio throughout his career.
That dude is. So if anybody, and I don't think anybody in this chat room would have that disagreement, but if anybody have a disagreement about who, if he's a Hall of Famer in that.
In your mind, is he a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, 100%.
I agree.
100%.
I agree.
100%.
I hope he gets in.
I
hope he gets in someday.
I don't even have to hope. I'm confident he gets in.
Yeah. Why is he waiting so long?
That's a good question, but well, when you look at people who've gone in before him, and you know, at quarterback, who's gone in since he's that's a great question that I'm not ready to research. How many quarterbacks have gone in?
So his last year was 2011, and I forgot he was on the Vikings that 1 year.
And that, oh yeah, then he had that Redskins the year before that.
Yeah. I forgot about the Vikings stint.
Yeah,
but 2011 was his last year. So after that, there's really not.
So
nobody.
5 years. So 2016 was when he was eligible.
He'd be eligible 2016. So you're talking 3 years ago.
H-Rap B says Kurt Warner has been in since. Kurt Warner's better than McNabb.
And that's what and I'm glad H-Rap B brought up Kurt Warner for a minute. Let me, because it seems to me
I want to know who else has been in since 2016.
Because
Go ahead, keep talking.
It seems to me like when we bring up these other quarterbacks that the majority of our community doesn't like, or that, you know, the white quarterbacks. When we bring up the white quarterbacks, it seems like, well, this guy had this guy had that. You're right. If Kurt Warner's in the Hall of Fame, then damn it, McNabb needs to be in the Hall of Fame.